Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Morgan, and I'm going to talk to you about sums and differences of rational and irrational numbers. Your SWABAT for today is to identify when the sums and differences of rational and irrational numbers are rational or irrational. And this is just a short summary. Rational and rational makes rational. Rational and irrational is irrational, and so on. We are going to do two things. We're going to perform the operation, and then we're going to label our answer as either rational or irrational. So in this first problem, we have 2.5 and 1.5. And the first thing we're going to do is just add 2.5 and 1.5. Now in your calculator, you might want to change 2.5 to 2.5. And 2.5 plus 1.5 is 4. So we perform the operation, and then we want to look just a little bit further. 2.5 is rational, and 1.5 is rational, and our answer 4 was rational. So that's the second part of today, is we need to say that our answer is rational. In this next example, we have 2 plus pi, probably the most famous irrational number that we have. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 2 and pi, which for your calculator you just might want to use the pi button. It looks something like 3.14159 and so on. When you add that, you're going to have 5.14159, etc. And we know that so the first thing, we had to find our answer. So it's going to be 5.141, so on and so forth. And then the next thing we need to do is figure out, is this rational or irrational? Well, 2 is rational. Pi is irrational. And our answer, 5.141, blah, 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 is going to be irrational as well. So that's the second part of our answer. Finally, for this third situation, and this is probably going to look a little strange, but we have 7 root 2 minus 3 root 2. And to subtract this, all we're going to do is do 7 minus 3, which is 4. And then the root 2 and the root 2, they just stay. So I'm going to have 4 root 2 as my solution. And now I just need to look at this and decide, is this irrational or is it rational? Well, 7 root 2, since it's got that square root 2, that is an irrational number. And we're subtracting 3 root 2, which is also irrational. And then 4 root 2, again, because we have that irrational part of it, this is going to be irrational as well. So that's the second part of our answer. And that's all there really is to it today. You want to get the answer, and you're going to decide, are we rational or are we irrational? For your summary sheet, if you want to look back to this page, that can kind of help you out. Just so you know, the plus and minus here, it could be plus, like add, or it could be minus, like subtract. So rational plus rational, or rational minus rational. Rational plus irrational, rational minus irrational, just so you know what that's about. And that's all there is to it. Please let us know if you have any questions.